This is the video on the new Johnson Adventure Blades piggyback. I didn't buy the actual piggyback kit or the knife, as the knife would come as its own. It came with the pot belly, and it also comes with their bacon maker. And I just thought I'd do a quick little review of this knife on its own. This particular knife is made in China, which you really can't tell. All it says is just, China and then the number. It's, let's see, doesn't say what kind of steel it is, but judging by, I'd say that it's probably a Chinese stainless steel. I couldn't tell you exactly what. It's a fairly simple knife. As you probably guessed, they just cut it out of a piece of steel and has no handle scales. The spine and all of it, all the edges on the spine and in the handle haven't really been haven't had a little bit of radiusing done to them, but they're still fairly sharp. Has a thumb ramp with jimping, and the jimping is actually functional. And then for some reason, and you really probably can't see it very well, but there's a little bit of jimping right there on what looks like where the blade kind of curves, almost like a second thumb ramp. And I guess you could use it like if you needed more power to a real precise cut, which is kind of cool. It does have a nice belly to it. The blade itself, it's a hollow ground all the way from the spine. It has this little bit of kind of like I guess you could say it's a reverse wedge or whatever, but it's not really sharpened, and only has a bevel just a little bit. It only has it ground a little bit. So the knife isn't exactly perfect. They didn't, for some reason, I guess partly because it's kind of like a free add-on knife in the kit. The grinds aren't even, where the cutting edge, which you really can't see right there. On this side, it goes a lot higher than it does on this side, which may have to be fixed. And there's a few little inconsistencies in it. I just can't get this thing to do it. It won't really show it. You can kind of see a little bit in the way but right through here in the belly, there's the actual edge almost looks like they got it a little bit too thin, and in their hurry, they left a few little chip spots. Just a few little spots where it's rounded off a little bit. But I'd probably have to go back with a knife and fix with a sharpener and clean up a little bit. But there again, it's not exactly for a free knife, it's better than nothing. What I do like about it is that the handle, it fits fairly well in hand. For being as thin as it is, I'm able to wrap at least 3 fingers around it good, and my pinky can kind of hangs off the end and catches the very end of it. Which is pretty good there. You can kind of use the forward jimping. With the thumb ramp, you can seem to lock in it pretty good if you needed to, if you say you needed to use this to stab with, although it's not much blade, but it's a cool little knife. Probably be, your typical, more of like a neck knife, similar to what the Becker BK9 and BK7 had with their it's the BK13, I believe, the Remora, as it's called. Where they originally had it produced out of in China, somewhat similar to this, but with with its design. And they sold it just to see, and they gave it away free with their bigger knives just to see how the public liked it, and then they made an American version. So I don't know if the actual, I'd have to go online and look, but I don't know if the actual packaged version that's the piggyback is made in America or made in China. But Yeah, it doesn't, as I said before, it doesn't tell you exactly what kind of stainless steel. All it says that it's a high carbon stainless, which means it's probably something Chinese, probably something equivalent to a 440A, if I had to guess. Either 440A or 420HC, something the Chinese equivalent to that, or something akin to it. Of course, you never know. It might be made out of something a little bit better. Might be made something that's more equivalent to 440B or OS8. But, hope you enjoy this video.